Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online, and in today's video I'm going to talk a little bit about the Serpentis pirates. So a lot of you guys did seem to enjoy the video I made about the Blood Raiders, and some of you even asked that I would make more of these lore related videos. And I'm actually all too happy to oblige, because I love the lore in EVE Online and I love the live events as well. So here we go. Let's talk a bit about the Serpentis, and for some background looks, we'll go to the Serpentis Forsaken Hideaway, which will hopefully show us a few Serpentis ships while we destroy them, because the Serpentis, they are again one of the major pirate factions in EVE Online. They're actually a really big and powerful corporation. They're not just some small pirate gang that roams around here and there. Nope, they're a really big corporation that actually owns systems in Fountain. That's where they're based out of at the moment. So here we go, we're arriving at this hideaway, and oh, they're actually pretty damn close to me. Let's actually orbit this one at the current. That should be alright. Then we'll drop some small drones and let's take a quick look at some of the ships. Here we've got a Catalyst Serpentis edition. So it's at the moment it's a very black skin. It used to be quite a bit more greenish, but some graphical updates have actually caused the Serpentis skin to become completely black. So that's what Serpentis are like. Of course, they have some roots in Galente space, so they tend to fly Galente ships, and I think they look pretty damn cool. And when we talk about the roots of the Serpentis Corporation, we can actually say that, strangely enough, the Serpentis find their roots in some legitimate business. And for that, we ought to start with the father of the current leader of the Serpentis. His name was Igil Sarpati, and his legitimate business was that he had a corporation that dealt with booster research in the Galente Federation. Now, at the time, let's return this guy here. At the time, booster research was actually legal, and it was considered to be like a major breakthrough that would herald a new boost upwards for humanity to improve performance of people. All the empires were heavily involved in the research and the creation of boosters. Unfortunately for Igil Sarpati, the father of Salvador Sarpati, the current leader of the Serpentis, it was found that these boosters had some nasty side effects, and they were immediately classified from potential breakthrough for mankind into a major health hazard, and they were made illegal. And as a result, of course, the business, the hell, aren't they hitting that safeguard? You gotta be kidding me. But yeah, as a result, that business from Igil Sarpati went down, and of course that did mark his son Salvador Sarpati for life. He definitely doesn't like the Galente Federation because of that. But Salvador Sarpati, the current leader of the Serpentis, is actually an adopted son, and he has Kaldari heritage in him, and that does mean that he has some real business blood in him. He started his own company, the Serpentis Corporation, but unlike his father, he didn't go all out in boosters, which had become illegal at the time, of course, but he made a legitimate business that was based around research and development, so R&D. And that actually worked quite well, but I think everyone will agree that we can speculate that he actually used illegal practices, especially centered around that booster technology, which he had a lot of access to because of his father, of course, to basically prop up his corporation. That corporation must have known like a meteoric rise inside the Galente Federation, became very powerful all of a sudden, and while the Galente did notice that there was probably some illegal activity going on in the Serpentis Corporation, by the time they wanted to actually take action against the Serpentis, it was already too late. They had established themselves in lawless space in Fountain, where they now have like a headquarters, and it is said that the leadership of the Serpentis now live in absolute luxury, while they basically run a small empire, albeit in the form of an illegal pirate corporation, the Serpentis. So I think that this is pretty cool. These guys are definitely not some sort of religious fanatics or anything like that. I would say that they are definitely very pragmatic, and if I would have to give like a personal opinion on like their personalities, their mindset, I would say that these Serpentis are probably just business people. I think their major drive will always be profits. They're definitely people that you could basically reason with from a business standpoint. Although they have no scruples, you know, they'll make and sell boosters, they'll take hostages, they'll raid ships, they'll do whatever will make them money. But I think they will like value their own life above anything else. You'll be able to bribe them. You'll be able to bribe your way out of a Serpentis scheme or something like that, which I think with Blood Raiders, for instance, would be quite a bit harder to do because they actually want to drain you of your blood. So yeah, they're definitely different from the Blood Raiders, and I would say that you could consider them to be a business corporation, albeit of course that does a lot of illegal activity. We also know that they are allied pretty much with the Angel Cartel, and again here I'm actually going to have to get my guys back a little bit because they're being fired upon. And so they're working closely with the Angel Cartel. The reason we know this is that the Angel Cartel actually have a whole division called Guardian Angel that is in charge of the security of the assets of the Serpentis. And god damn it, as you can see, get back you. They're learning quite quickly because they're going after my Hobgoblin quite heavily. Let's hope I don't lose it. Get back. And I think he just made it. So we'll drop some mediums on the next. Let's see how they like that. I'll do a little bit of targeting. But yeah, the Kaldari, I would say business people. They're out for profit. They're doing business, albeit illegal, and they are definitely allied, or they have very close ties with the Angel Cartel, who they basically have like a business arrangement with. The Angel Cartel provides them with security and defenses, and at the same time they get a cut from whatever profits and research breakthroughs that the Serpentis make. Now on the like special events, special knows about Serpentis, there are not that many, but there is of course a major one, and that is that the Serpentis have stolen a Titan from the Gallente Federation. So at the time the Gallente were making some of those prototype Titans. They're called the Soltuer class Titan, and they're basically the class of Titans that preceded the current Erebus class. And the Serpentis, oops, let's also not forget to rep a little bit. Serpentis managed to steal one of those Titans. If I read the article correctly, this all happened in-game in a major event where players could choose to either support the Serpentis or try to stop the theft of the Titan. And it must have been like really a major event where the Serpentis stole that Titan in Gallente space and tried to bring it all the way to Fountain, and in the end they were actually successful in doing so. And 2-1-2, okay, everyone is still alive, we still have 5 drones going, so we can actually take our time and take a closer look at some of these Serpentis ships in the meantime. But yeah, Serpentis Corporation own a Titan that they have stolen from the Gallente Federation, although it is an older class of Titan, like the predecessor of the current Erebus. I think it's actually really, really cool. And I think, yes, hopefully this is like the last few guys that I need to kill here. Let's also whip this one, maybe add a little bit of firepower on him if I can. I would like to speculate for a moment, because we know now that the Serpentis actually have very big ties with like booster development. It's their history is steeped in it. And so from CC we also know that there is talk of having a new type of boosters that's related to the drifters. But if there would ever be any events that would basically introduce these new types of boosters into the game, I would suspect that it could be a good idea to keep a close eye on possible Serpentis activity. They should definitely be a party that's involved whenever it comes to boosters, booster development and illegal stuff like that. So I think that the Serpentis are a bit more bland. You know, they're basically a business corporation. It's much more likely that you'll be able to reason with the Serpentis than, for instance, the Blood Raiders, but they're definitely a major player when it comes to politics. They're very powerful, very organized, and I definitely hope that we will see them in the live events as well. And of course, they own a Titan. Holy hell, what would it be like to see that one in game at some point? That would be absolutely awesome. Anyways, there you go, guys. A little bit of a talk about the Serpentis Pirates. Thank you very much for watching. And as that Corelli Guardian explodes, I'll see you all next time. Come on. There we go.